Hello everyone. Let me take this opportunity to present to you Mukallama, an app to ensure mental well-being of footballers. This is David Cox. It's hard to tell just by looking at him that he has and is still grappling with mental health issues. In fact, he has been mocked by his colleagues and fans for having spoken about mental health problems. He even thought of quitting football altogether, but fortunately he received a lot of support from his club and is still an active footballer in Scotland. As you can see, the problem for established players are manifold. On one hand, they have to deal with mental health issues. On the other hand, if their identity is known, there is the stigma about mental health and it becomes very hard for them to remain socially active. We have seen before that if these mental health issues are dealt with properly, with confidentiality at a proper time, a lot of lives could be saved and improved. So what we are trying to build here today is an online platform connecting footballers with counselors anonymously. The app is called Mokalama, where users can log in, fix an appointment with a counselor or a buddy. And the interesting thing is that they can chat with the counselor anonymously. When the chat is over, the counselor will be allowed to submit a feedback about the conversation and the mental well-being of the person that he chatted with. In the future meetings, the counselors will be able to see all the previous feedback that were provided by different counselors for that footballer without knowing their identity, and thus they'll be able to make a sound judgment call about the mental well-being of that footballer at that moment. And all this can happen without the footballer having to disclose his identity. The number of footballers in the world is huge, and studies have shown that one in almost every four footballers suffer from some kind of depression. Our application is going to be built specifically for sports people. We hope to provide an opportunity to retired footballers to use this platform to counsel young footballers and young upcoming talents. The conversations will be private, but the feedback provided by the counselors will be subject to analysis. And with proper data coming through, it will be easier to take preemptive action autonomously whenever any footballer shows the signs of mental health distress. We hope to grow in phases, initially in Qatar, then to the GCC countries, followed by Indonesia, Europe, and then to the world. Similarly, we hope to combine all the different kinds of sports into our application. We have talked to different people in different walks of life, especially in sports. We have even talked to the head coach of the Oman branch of Juventus, and he finds this application pretty useful. Counselors from different parts of the world are also willing to sign up into our platform as buddies or counselors. The business model will be like Uber, where the counselors are paid a commission based on the amount of time that the footballers spend in conversation with them. But it's not just about the revenue. We feel that it's important to help people where they need it in such a way that it's not invasive without disclosing their identity, giving them a platform in which they can open up and discuss the problems confidently. These are some figures that we require for funding for both marketing as well as development. We also have made some plans about the timeline about how we are going to develop and market the application. So this was Mokalama. We are determined that it sees the light of the day and enhances the lives of sports people all over the world.